I don't know why I'm giving you guys this setup. It's a setup that I don't share easily. But let me just go with the flow. Okay, let's talk about NAS 100. Why are you so confident about my buys? Okay, guys, let's look at US 500. So I'm sure you guys see a lot of lines on my charts, which I do analyze using continuation patterns, for structure, because a lot of people struggle with structure. So the entire bullish bias comes from EUS 500 on Tuesday. So EUS 500 gave me like a golden setup. So this is US 500. This is the 15-minute time frame. The market gave us a bullish structure. You guys know bullish structure. As you guys could see, gave us a bullish structure. This is US 500. So US 500 is like NASDAQ, just that US 500 has more indexes impacting it to move. So you guys know this thing. It's called a bullish flag. I use it for my beginner students who can't analyze structure, because some people, when you explain my higher highs, higher lows, they don't understand it that way. So I use this simple stuff to make them understand the structure. So if you know your structure, once you see this pattern, it's obviously a bullish structure. That's just the easiest thing to know in this forex industry, to identify a structure. And structure helps us with a trend. Then obviously the market gave us a nice buy from 3:30, which I told my students that today the market is going to buy the whole day. They know that we start entering positions at 3:30 going forward, at 3:30, 4:30, meaning they were supposed to place trades today at 4:30 and hold the trade till 9. So now let's analyze the algorithm. If you guys know what's an algorithm is a combination of a Asia candle, a London candle, for you to predict the New York candle, right? Why do we do that? I formulated an entire book on explaining what is a market algorithm. Do you understand? If you see somebody else explaining algorithms, it's not wrong, because the term is universal. I have my own terminology of what's an algorithm. Do you understand? So everybody knows that an algorithm is a set of steps that you follow in order to execute the market. So once you understand the basics of the strategy, it becomes more easier to execute trades using the system. Okay, fine, let me not waste time. So EUS 500 today was just, you had to place the trades without analyzing. It's just obvious. You could see the way it moved yesterday, it gives a signal that the next day it's gonna buy the whole day, whether you analyzed or you didn't analyze. There are trades whereby we analyze the directional bias for the next day. Okay, there are setups that if I analyze them and they play out, then automatically it's gonna give out a signal that the market is gonna buy. So let me show you guys what I was explaining on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is gonna buy tomorrow. It's gonna buy Thursday. It's gonna buy Friday. I'm not confident with my bias. I know it's gonna play out. I am gonna teach my students this tomorrow. It's an obvious buy. So normally this is how I used to kill NFP. If there's NFP Friday, then NFP is buying the whole day. Do you understand? NFP is buying the whole day. That's how I know that, like, you guys know my rules. I'll predict the bias on Tuesday and say that in NFP is buying. That's how I know. There are specific setups that I know, like the market is gonna exactly move the same way because of the repetition of how it works. So this is your algorithm. This is NASDAQ. We have 2:30, 8:30 buy, 4:30, 10:30 buy. The market bought at 3:30. Actually started buying at 2 at the beginning of New York session, right? Let me write that down. You will see it's New York session, so you guys know this thing. So if you're in another country, we use South African time, Joburg time. The beginning of New York session, the market is buying. So I always encourage my students to enter trades from 4:15 to 4 for sniper entries. Like today, the market respected my thesis statement. At 4:30, the market didn't give us a drawdown. It bought till. The reason why I tell them to enter trades at 4:30 or 4 is because normally at 3:30 there's a lot of spikes happening. It might give you a drawdown, or it might even give you a loss. So can you guys comment, like, when is NFP happening? This Friday. Let's go to the 14th of April. See, let me show you guys a secret now. 14th of April. I'm only telling you guys this because I taught it yesterday in my mentorship class. So I know my students are not going to be mad. They already know the information yesterday. That's how they bought the market. They made money today because I told them, no matter what, I bet on my life, the market is going to buy today. So it gave us a buy at 2:30, a buy at 8:30, a buy at 4:30. I even told my boyfriend that the market was going to buy today. It bought at 10:30, right? The market started buying at 3:30. So now this is the 14th of April. The market bought 2:30, 8:30, 4:30, 10:30. Do you understand? So now the market gave us a push, had 3:30 till 9. This is just the nature of the strategy. When we get trades, the market moves till 9. It buys, we close there, right? It continues during Asian session. Do you understand? Then obviously it's gonna buy the next day. You see the movement it did. At 3:30, the market bought. Actually at 3, the market bought. Do you understand? Till 9. On Wednesday, it bought. It did the same thing. This is what the strategy does. It repeats the same movements over and over and over again. So a lot of people are not patient. That's why they're not making money with the strategy. So in a month, there is that trade that's going to be a copy and paste. It's May right now. So April, there's a setup on April that replicated itself on May. Next month on June, there's going to be a setup that's going to replicate itself from May. From January, there was a setup that replicated itself on February. From March, there was a setup that replicated itself on February. This is what it does. So you guys see the same movement that we had a 2:30 buy, 8:30 buy, 4:30 buy, and 10:30 buy. The market bought at 3:30, as you guys could see. The market bought at 3:30. That's why I told my students yesterday in our session that the market is going to buy the whole day, and it did that. It's not gambling if you know the actual movement. Also tomorrow, you guys will DM me tomorrow if you guys lost money. It's not financial advice, by the way. So the market bought, it's going to buy tomorrow. It's going to buy on Friday. I hope you guys understand. Let me do another one on US 500. I owe you guys a market breakdown because you guys have been like so supportive in my trading journey. Just one market breakdown a month is not going to kill you guys. So this was 14 April. This is US 500, guys. It's not NASDAQ. You see? US 500. What is US 500? It's the same as NASDAQ, just that it's different. It's a 500 best stocks in the US. It doesn't move the same as NASDAQ, but sometimes it does. So we also had a 230 buy. We had a 830 buy. We had a 430 buy, and we had a 1030 buy, right? So what else did I miss? The market bought at 3:30. I don't know why I'm giving you guys this setup, but it's a setup that I don't share easily. But let me just go with the flow. Then the market bought the whole day. So this is my blueprint. So now if it's Friday, NFP buys. This is how I know. I want you guys, NFP so buy from 2 we are holding buys for NFP on Friday. This is not a guessing game. We are trading. We're not gambling. We're not betting on a horse. So same thing happened now. You see how it happened? The market repeated itself, giving us your 230 buy yesterday. That's why I was so confident when I said it, 230, 830. So you guys know where NFP is going, ne? NFP is going to buy on Friday the whole day. So if you place a trade on Friday, you can hold it the whole day. Holy Spirit, we are buying NFP Friday. It's an obvious buy. From 2 till 9. Cool. You guys know me. I don't play. Friday, we have NFP. And you guys know the direction. I trade every index. JPN index, US 500, NASDAQ, German 30 is Yakoisha. But I can't trade German 30. Like, I can't. Because it doesn't move well during yield session. Any instrument that performs better on yield session, like, I'm good at it. No, I'm not sure. I'm only sure with US 500 and NASDAQ. I need to you guys know I'm following a strategy. I wish it was US 30 because US 30 pays more. So I'm certain with NASDAQ that it's going to buy the whole day. Yeah, you know my strategy, you know what I mean? What do you do when you in your last streak? I sleep the whole day. I eat and sleep. Nyakala, like. And yeah, but get Lula after a date though. Or that only happens if I blow a funded account, not like DJ. It lost got 2.5. When like I blow maybe like 100K account or something. So what about gold? I don't know. I'm gonna check. But gold, nah. I'm certain with Nasdaq and US 500. Now Nasdaq, if you can get a good broker, you can make quite a good amount. So I'm gonna trade Nasdaq on Friday. Which broker do you use? I use it's on my bio, and those are my favorite top 3 brokers. German 30 is strictly for price. Like no, German 30 moves during London session. I mean, like yeah, it's gonna keep going. If you have a buy right now, hold it, darling. And you're gonna hear Donald Trump is gonna seize. No, Iraq is gonna seize a bombing US. I wish they can do this every month, because if they bomb, it goes down. When they seize, it goes up. I wish it could go like that. And they better not bring that virus thing. I heard that there's Hunter virus. They better not bring it here. I prefer Vault markets. Trade than JP market. Who still uses, no offense, but who still uses Vault markets? You. Can you please do gold? I can't do gold. Because the guys are unless you can't be master of all trades. Okay, you can, but I'm not interested. Like, I killed this. Nasdaq moved 3,000 points, I heard. I mean, maybe I'm scared. Maybe I'm scared of gold. I'm man. Gold, it wipes you out. Also, it's on an uptrend. Like, I remember taking 1,000 rand to 30,000 with gold, and I lost it all. And I was like, no, ngeng trade gold. Ngeng. But in net gold is on an uptrend. Like, let's just say Anyazi. I don't have it. You can't know everything. But in Anyazi, you guys, in Nasdaq, US 30, US 500, it's GBP CAD. Don't undermine GBP CAD. I know good thing as South African traders, we like indices, but GBP CAD is fire. GCAD is fire. Now, JPN is also going up, guys. JPN is also going up. What's your rule when you feel like revenge? I don't revenge trade. Like, I've been in the game. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. This is my 5th year as a trader. I don't do that. I just know my stuff. I know how to deal with my work. I almost swore. I almost cursed. Do you trade more based on structure and intuition? How do you balance the two? I trade based on my strategy, algorithmic strategy. Then structure helps me, because the strategy signals a lot of trades. Like in a day, it'll signal like sell, buy, sell. It can signal a buy 4:30, a sell at 3:30, a sell at 4:30. If you know the strategy, a sell at 5, a buy. So then you end up like scalping so many trades. You can end up taking 10 trades. It signals a lot of trades. So the structure helps me like factorize on, I'm taking buy signals today because of the structure. Yeah, bro. So I trade based on the algorithm. Yeah, nigga.